So last year when I was on the hunt for music equipment, I was on the hunt for an SM58 microphone, and I purchased one, used it for months until it broke. And when I cracked it open, I realized that it was fake, and it didn't even occur to me that it was a possibility that it could be. It turns out that the SM58 is actually the most faked microphone on the market. People do fake microphones. And now that I've gone and purchased a real one, I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you guys the difference between a real and a fake one, and hopefully save you guys any possibility of potentially buying a fake one and wasting your money on a fake SM58 that sounds like pants. Between the two, this one here is the fake, this one is the real one. I did actually purchase a replacement grill for this one, which is why the grill is slightly different. In terms of weight, having the two in my hand now, I can feel that this one is lighter. It definitely doesn't feel like a toy by any stretch, but there is a slight discrepancy in weight. I actually have some scales here just to make it as legit as possible. I'll take off the grills just in case the grills weigh any different. The fake one comes in at 225 grams and the real one comes in at 281 grams. I mean, it's not a huge difference. It's noticeable in the hands. I don't think, unless you bought one with you, it probably wouldn't have been noticed. In terms of actual look between the two of them, they are pretty much identical. Obviously, this is a little bit more battered and faded, but in terms of actual look and aesthetic, the shape is dead on perfect. The material is pretty similar. You can see that this one's a lot more battered. One thing I did notice really quickly was that the actual Shure SM58 that was written around the band on the fake one, that rubbed off really easily. I actually got my fingernail in there and literally rubbed it off. In terms of actually looking at the tiny little details, the screws are exactly the same on both of them, both in the exact same spot. Going round, everything's as and where it should be. The XLR ports are exactly the same. There are engravings on the inside, 1, 2, and 3, and also with the Shure branding on the inside. You can't really see unless there's a flashlight on it. The fake one even has that. The only difference is that this has a completely flat end and this one has a slightly raised end. That is the only discrepancy between the two. Yeah, it's not it's not easy to tell the difference. The biggest difference between the two, and I wish I knew this, is when you take off the grill. This is the fake one. This is the real one. Foam, no foam. Easy as that. What an idiot. I mean, obviously there are loads of clones out there. It might not be the case for you, but that is the biggest giveaway on these two. Ironically enough, the fake one has a do not attempt to open this or your warranty will be voided, whilst the real one has no sticker. And this is when I find out that the real one's also fake. But in terms of cracking it open as well, I'll start with the real one. You can just feel that everything feels a lot better machined. Looking on the inside, the actual electronics, it's all tidy. All the contact points are tidy. Where the solders are, you can see that everything's in place. The glue, everything looks tidy and feels tidy. Everything's been machined well. It screws in well. It sounds good. It sounds good. Fake one, on the other hand, always sounded a little bit off. But even the machining, it's not the same metal that's been used. It's not like brushed steel like that one. Now, I have taken this apart and tried to fix it myself. I'm not going to lie to you, it wasn't much better than this anyway. I'm not a good solderer by any stretch, but the soldering was horrific when I bought it. That's probably the biggest giveaway. If you do get a chance to buy an SM58, open it up. You're not going to damage it. You can open these up. Just don't open it from here. Open it from there. And as long as you're gentle with it and don't rip it apart, have a look at the inside of it, and that's going to be your biggest giveaway. In terms of sound, I did notice that it was a little bit off. Now having an actual SM58, there is a very noticeable difference in terms of clarity. Everything just sounds a lot more bright and nice. This was muffly. You can, for a smaller amp, it's not the most noticeable thing. It's a lot more noticeable on a big system with big PAs. Then it's really, really obvious. If you are looking to buy an SM58, it looks too good to be true. There's a possibility it might be fake. But the biggest giveaways, look on the bottom, check to see if it's flat, open it up, check to see what the solder points are like, and give it a listen as well. If it sounds like pants, if it looks too good to be true, it's probably fake. Save yourself the money.